Hello and welcome to Final Show Films. Before you enjoy the following production, there's just a few things I'd like to get out of the way first. Starting off, I'd like to thank all of our patron supporters, especially our $25 tier supporters, Antitonic, Cat, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. If you'd like to support us, you can do so on our Patreon at patreon.com/fsfilms, as well as by following me on Twitter at Johnny Bates, following and subscribing to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/senstaku, on YouTube, youtube.com/senstaku, and on any of our podcast feeds, links to which you can find on my Twitter account. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I hope you have a good time. Bye.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to In Grover Green, the Changeling of the Lost Chronicle for Final Show Films. I'm your storyteller for the evening, Jack, and with me tonight, I will introduce all of our characters, starting with Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I am playing Lys, the Wizened Oracle.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Phage, the Ogre Gristle Grinder.
Raphael.
Hello, I'm Raphael. I'm playing Neofly, the Darkling Nightsinger.
Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin, and I am playing Mira, the Karugan Fairist. Karugan Playmate Fairist.
There we go. And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Lark, the Beast Windwing.
And Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Adele, Darkwing Gravelight Radio Breaker.
And we'll see how that pans out shortly. Last week on In Grover Green, Lys was in jail. They managed to get her bailed out with the finesse and delicate application of a cheap lawyer. Everyone left the night gallery, the nightclub that these changelings run in order to harvest glamour, and retired to Adele's house, where they had a little bit of a brief denouement, which was interrupted by a phone call from Nero, who, with Neofly, had gone back to the crack house that they all live in, and called to let them know there's been another broken key icon branded into the door. And with that pleasant news, everyone decided to get a night's sleep and wake up the next morning and handle all the shit then, because it was roughly 4 a.m.
Did anyone tell me? Because I don't have a phone currently, so I didn't
You
get
do not have a phone currently.
Okay.
And it was an audible phone call just to Adele. So Adele, Nero, and Neofly are the only three that know about the new icon on the front door of the crack house. I'm assuming probably Adele made an executive decision that we're not going to tell anybody because everybody needs sleep.
Correct.
All right. See, do I know my characters or do I know my characters? But we are picking up with the next morning where Lys, having been given a bag of parts by Mira, I believe, right? That transfer was made the last night.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't, I wasn't successful at finding much, but I did definitely make a transfer.
Yes. You have a bag of broken radio parts next to you.
Oh.
And you wake up.
Wait, no, the radio I did not.
Oh, the radio you did not?
No, not the... Sorry, to clarify, I did not.
Where is the radio then, Mira?
I still had that with me, so wherever I'm sleeping.
So Mira is the one who wakes up with a noise coming from the bag of disassembled parts. Well, disassembled might be a little kind of a term. Next to her. And Mira, you hear a voice, slightly muffled by the paper bag that all these fragments are located in. Good morning, children. To market, to buy a fair charm, to keep one from danger, a ward against harm. To market, the fairy, the dragon, the troll, you'll find what you need in exchange for your soul. That's what spring brings, my loves. A path to granted wishes, paved with unanticipated cost. Oh, there's beauty aplenty to be found if you know where to look, but beware entering uninformed. The snakes what run the business will happily make a meal of any errant birds who dare to trade and traffic. And that's where we're picking up. What's everybody doing this morning at Adele's house?
So you said, yeah. So you said that myself, Adele, and Nero are the only ones who know about the second broken key brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after getting ready, I'm probably gonna go look for Adele to kind of see how she wants to brief the rest of the party.
Okay. So you're gonna drive over to Adele's house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nero is going to volunteer to stay at the crack house. Keep an eye out for things. He'll stay on phones if you guys need to contact him. But being slightly more clear-headed this morning and realizing that the police are probably definitely still looking for him, he's going to keep his head down for the moment.
Smart boy. Okay.
So you drive over to Adele's house.
Mm-hmm.
Adele's vehicle, as well as the other one that Lark had been driving the previous evening, are parked there. Adele's is actually in the garage. The other vehicle is the only one out front.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The house is quiet. Doesn't seem to be much activity.
Got it. I'm gonna message Adele asking her. Actually, I'm just gonna message the group saying at front porch. Can someone let me in?
So
And also-
whoever the earliest risers are there will probably get that.
I've already heard that. Sorry, Mara.
I'm rummaging through drawers. I have not gotten any of the text messages, but I'm rummaging through drawers right now, trying to find stuff to use because they took my stuff and I need stuff.
Yeah, that's
Adele, how many junk drawers do you have in your house?
I mean, that depends on your definition of junk.
I need my sewing supplies. Do you have any of those?
I imagine there's sewing supplies.
Okay, I need that. I had a wrench. I need some like basic hand tools.
Probably less of. There's probably not any of that.
Is there duct tape?
Give me a wits and investigation for Liz.
All right.
And Mira will get the text and assume someone else will deal with it, and that is going to go looking for less.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Liz, you don't find much. You find some things that would function as needle and thread. Oddly enough, all the needles are curved.
Okay.
And it's not exactly thread. It's a little... It's got a slightly different texture to it.
Sinew. Okay.
Suturing tools, probably. Yeah.
That'll work. I'm taking what I can get.
That seems to be more along the lines of what Adele would likely have in her house. So, but that's about what you find.
Okay.
And yes, Mira, you get the text. So does Phage, who is actually waking up across town.
Yeah.
Paige kind of stretches in the morning and cricks her neck a little bit and goes to make coffee.
Coffee sounds good right about now.
Actually, while I'm waiting for someone to open the door, I'm actually gonna send a separate message to Phage. And it's just simply going to say, I had contact on I have information on where to find my intel for the Goblin Market. Mind helping me speak to them?
I got that message. I'll look at it. Sure, give me a few hours to wake up.
Got it.
She's slightly more Scottish in the morning.
And after 5 minutes, if nobody goes to open the door for me, I'm gonna go to the store and buy the needed supplies to go lure him out.
Okay. So, Aaron, would Mira have gotten there within about 5 minutes, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like if I can't find Liz pretty immediately, I'll
Okay.
hold off
You
on that.
you can definitely find Liz pretty much immediately. Liz, I do not believe, is attempting to be quiet at all.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So-
just follow the sound
Claim.
of slamming cabinets and banging drawers.
Yeah. I mean, Neo's not there, Phage is not there. There's no way that anyone else is making that sound. And Mira has like a large sort of sack of something with her. She'll sort of knock on the like door frame of wherever you are.
How does Adele not have anything? There's so much stuff in here, and it's not any of it.
I was looking last night. All I could find was some stuff shoved behind a mattress that's poorly stored in the garage.
Hi.
Hi. Liz, I wanted to, do you have a minute?
Yes.
So, after you left last night, not.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be angry at someone, I'm the one you should be angry at. And
Why?
very carefully and delicately will sort of unwrap the, from what I can tell, it still works, but
What happened? What did you do to it?
I made a mistake. I was clumsy.
Do I pick it all up at all that she is lying? Because I know it, but my character does not.
You can make a wits and empathy.
Okay.
Mira, if you are actively trying to assume all the blame for this, it will be manipulation and subterfuge.
Okay. I believe can you check? I believe I can spend glamour on manipulation rolls as a
yes.
Ferris. Okay.
Yep, on a 1-for-1.
So
Yep.
I'd like to spend a willpower and a glamour on this, if that's okay.
Okay, so yeah, you'll get a +4 to your roll then.
Okay. Thank you.
2 successes on my end.
Okay.
Sorry, everything's running a bit slow because we've got a full cast today. 3 successes.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, Mira done fucked up, and your radio is busted edge.
She's trying to convey a legitimately sorry, but yeah.
Yes, and the apology is quite sincere. Yes.
You broke it.
I know.
Why did you break it?
I didn't mean...
Well, you broke it.
You're right.
I'm gonna grab at the thing.
So you just seize it. A couple of the shards of the plastic casing kind of tumble to the floor a little bit.
No. Okay, put them back.
And Mira will... You have every reason to be upset. I'm sorry. I need to go let Neo in. He's outside. And Mira will actually leave her phone for Liz. It's
Okay.
not an advanced phone. It's probably just a flip phone.
But it's advanced enough to get group texts. So Neofly, you have just turned to get back in your vehicle when you hear the door open behind you.
As he's finishing a cigarette. Good morning.
Morning.
And kind of just kicks the butt out. And proceeds to walk in. So, how did things go last night?
how much do you remember of last night? You were out of it.
All well, I know it was dark. And I know that Liz got carried out. That's about all I remember.
We got her back.
Oh, good.
I suppose I'm not the best person to explain the rest of it, but mostly we got her back and Phage left to deal with her own things.
Got it. Well, do you know where Adele might be?
I wouldn't wake her up. It's still quite early, and she has a bit of a...
It's like 9:30 a.m., but yes.
Jeremy, tell me I'm wrong.
For Adele, that's quite early.
That was extremely early. Okay.
I mean, normally, yes.
Got it.
But I would assume up in her room or office.
Got it. Well, since you're here, I guess I should tell you that I'm actually going to be stepping out and meeting up with Phage again because I actually got some intel last night of somebody that I can talk to get more information on the goblin market before we enter in it. So I need to go buy some things from the store to coax him out so that we can speak to him because apparently he's quite a hard little fellow to get. But yeah, if you could pass that around. Plus, I there's something that Adele needs to brief all of you on regarding something that happened to the crack house.
I see. Well, I appreciate you being honest with me.
No problem. It's the least I could do. And he's gonna start heading out awkwardly.
All right. I have made my appearance. Phage, so you get this text from Neofly. Tell him to give you a couple hours. Paige comes back in with 2 cups of coffee, hands one to you.
Thank you.
So why is everything at your nightclub so weird?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific, because everything is weird.
Well, let's start with Will.
What about him?
How does he get people drunk on grape juice and tonic water?
You thought that was grape juice.
It was great. Okay, so a guy comes up, orders a Tom Collins, which I know is lemonade iced tea and etc. Will goes to the back counter, mixes tonic water and grape juice together, hands it back to the guy, who apparently takes it, drinks it, enjoys it rather strongly, and gets fucking smashed off of the thing because he came and ordered 3 afterwards. And Will did the exact same thing each time. Now, to most people, they would assume that it wasn't grape juice and tonic water. It was a premix of some sort. So, because I'm naturally a bitch, I told Will that I needed something just to rehydrate, not alcoholic, and I asked for a grape juice and tonic water. And he used the same 2 containers and gave it to me, and it was grape juice and tonic water. So what the fuck is that about?
Oh, you're good.
Also, like, the guitarist, he was perfectly fine when he came out on stage, and I don't know anything that acts that quickly, that severely.
Well, The crowd can be a hell of a drug, I'll tell you that much.
That.
So he needs therapy, is what you're saying.
Oh, all of us need therapy. I'll tell you that right off the bat.
Okay.
Listen, there's a lot of weird folks in this large extended family we've got, and a lot of us have unique talents and abilities to put things together in unique ways. I mean, I told you I did magic, and I mean, I don't do magic, but having an easier time with school, aren't you?
Your point?
Nothing.
Okay. But yes. Look, your life is your life, and I don't want to pry, but
Oh no,
I want to make sure that everything's okay and that you're not hanging around unnecessarily sketchy people.
No. If there's a shared history with most of us that work at the club and most of us in this sort of big extended family, and we all come from really shite places, and we're just trying to make sure we're all staying afloat.
Okay.
But, you know, part of why I like being around you so much is it's nice to have someone who's not in the middle of all of that.
Fair enough. Okay. That's fine. And if you need to keep things compartmentalized, that's okay. I just want you to know I'm here if you need me.
Believe me,
And
I really appreciate that. And I think...
And I had fun last night. I'm not trying to say that it was like a terrible place or anything.
I'm glad you had fun.
I mean, the gunfire was a little more than I needed.
Yeah, I can
But
agree.
taken as a whole, with the exception of, the outlier events, you guys run a fun club.
Appreciate it. And like I said, I'm very glad to have someone to talk to, and eventually you'll probably end up learning a lot more about this weird group of people just by osmosis, but honestly, I'd rather you not get caught up in more than you need to. Just because it's, like you said, it's weird. It's a little bit hard to take in the head at times. Everyone's got their own weird... Like I said, everyone needs therapy.
Okay. Well, as long as you're aware of that, and she leans over and gives you a kiss,
Thank you.
we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, how's life been with you lately, though, aside from what's been going on with the club and everything?
Well, I mean, Towson is Towson. School's been school, but like you said, it has been, I think the extra work we've been putting in has made it easier. I'm definitely doing fine. In the last stages of the City Hall internship process for application, so hopefully I'll hear something good about that in the next week or so.
If we had a political science major in the normal group, sorry, there's a lot of weird politics in the group.
Well, that's how cities run. Everybody thinks something different, and anyway.
You're right about that one.
So when are you guys open again next?
When are we open again next?
You guys have about 3 or 4 days before your next one.
Be about 3 days.
Okay. Well, exams notwithstanding, maybe I'll see you for another round of hopefully non-gunfire involved festivities.
Phage's phone goes off. Why would I? I don't have a toast. Why would I have a toaster?
You're right. They do need therapy. What's going on?
Apparently, Neo needs a toaster. Not Nero, Neo.
So therapy guitarist doesn't know how to make breakfast?
Maybe. Or just doesn't have a toaster on hand. I don't know where they're at. It could be at Adele's place. I don't know if she has a toaster.
If this is something you need to handle, I get it.
I told him to give me a couple of hours, so we got a couple of hours.
Okay. And she will spend, you guys can spend the rest of those hours gradually getting ready and preparing for your day and that sort of thing. She's got about an hour before she needs to head out, because she was lucky enough to not get 8 a.m. classes this semester.
Hey.
Score.
At the supermarket, Neo eventually messages Adele again. You have a toaster at your house? As he
So Adele, that's what you wake up to.
I mean, Adele would have woken up earlier.
Okay. But granted, you went to bed at
But-
like 4 a.m. So,
Yes.
you know.
But at the same time as everybody else.
All right.
So,
So you guys are rattling around the mansion.
yes.
Proceed.
Beep. Yes.
Message back. Perfect. Be there in 5. As he runs out of the supermarket after paying everything with about 3 loaves of sourdough bread, 2 bars of regular dark chocolate, and 2 bars of 98% dark chocolate.
Adele,
Alright.
do you have a backpack?
Oh my god.
Yes, a few, but
Can I have one? This bag is not, it's not big enough.
what bag?
This bag. I
And she
come
shows
out lugging. I'm just like lugging the bag of radio parts. I need a bag. Otherwise, they're gonna fall out, and I don't want to lose any of the pieces because it's gonna take me a while to fix this.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I'm certain I can. That's the least I can do. Where is everybody? Do you know?
Mira went that way. I don't know where everyone else is. She broke my radio.
She?
Yes! She broke my radio.
Who is? You will have to clarify. She sort of leans back, sort of full. You will have to clarify for me, dear. There are many she's. Which she are we talking about?
She broke my... Mira broke my radio. I think it was an accident, but still.
And Adele assumes the Kermit the Frog meme of, but that's none of my business.
I don't know. It depends.
You said Mira went this way?
Yeah. I need a backpack, so if you could find one, I have to put it in something, because you don't have anything in this house. How does this supplies, and I'm holding up like the random bits of things that I pulled out of my pocket. This is not enough.
And she pauses for a moment. And you can practically see the words going through her mind of, this is why I don't wake up early. Yes. If you need those sort of things, I don't have use for those sorts of things. I know that you absolutely do. We can get better. That sewing material is not generally used for cloth.
Oh no, yeah, this is suture stuff. I don't know. I mean,
Yes.
it's still useful if someone gets eaten by a head wolf.
Yes.
So I'm gonna keep it.
Very well. Yes, you can have it.
Good.
It is normally never mind. This way, you said. I will get you something that you can. Excuse me. And she
Good.
heads off towards where.
So I like to think, Lark, you're probably just seated somewhere eating some breakfast. Mira's kind of like, puttering around trying to get something done. And Adele glides in.
And she just goes straight up to Mira. I was like, "What are you playing at?"
Mira will sort of. Would you like to talk about this more privately?
Oh, hello, Lark. No, what are you playing at?
Nothing.
Normally, this is the sort of thing that one might call extortion material.
Not at all. It. She sort of takes a really long time to illustratively think about it. I simply thought it would be more convenient for you. I want to help.
Empathy roll.
Wins an empathy.
Jack, what roll would you like me to make against that?
If you're attempting to portray a false message, it'll be manipulation and subterfuge. If it's meant to be sincere, you can do presence and expression.
Okay.
Gah!
Oh.
She seems honest.
Seems very honest.
I see. I appreciate the gesture. But I don't think that is. I don't think that there should be. It's not necessary. Thank you. We should all get together. There was a development at the.
Yes.
at
Leo
the-
mentioned he came by but left saying he wanted to pursue leads before the Goblin Market with Phage.
Of course, one of us went off alone. Why wouldn't we? To pursue leads to a goblin market.
Because it's Neo.
Mira will just bite her tongue because there's definitely a bit of didn't I just talk about this last night? I told you so. But
I will be right back. Liz, darling,
Yeah?
could you come here a moment? I will
Yeah?
not be right back. I will just call her.
And I come in lugging the pieces. I've got like some of them out. I was starting sorting them into like various parts. Like this is the outside case. This is as near as I could tell.
You're making some progress.
Uh-huh.
So, a couple of things really quick. First of all, Mira was very kind in trying to cover for me, but I broke your ring. It was a moment of high stress. You had just been arrested. There was the fetch, etc., etc. It went off. I lost my temper and I threw it over the balcony. I apologize.
Mira?
upset Adele. I thought that bringing everyone together to strategize and talk about what happened was a good idea. I've been informed.
No, you lied.
I presented.
You lied. You broke my radio. Okay.
Yes.
Can I have a backpack?
Yes, you absolutely may. There is one other piece of information. This is not bad on anybody, any member of the group here, so you don't have to worry about that. But I wanted to let us all get some rest first before we discuss this fact. But Nero informed me that another broken key has appeared on our home. Yes.
Want to see it?
Absolutely.
All right. And at that point, we are switching back to Phage, who I believe at this point is probably headed out to meet Neofly, yes?
Sure.
Well, actually, I'm heading back to the mansion to go toast some
Okay.
bread
All right.
before I go.
In that case, actually, Phage, Paige will ask if you don't mind dropping her at the campus then.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Sure. I'll take her over.
Okay. So she'll drop her. I assume you've got some bags on your motorcycle. She'll drop her bag and she'll drop her pack in there. And then you'll drive her up to Towson, and that will probably give you enough time to for whatever happens at the mansion to occur while you're getting everything settled. So Neofly, you get back to the mansion with your bread and various chocolates.
Okay, and I'm just gonna message the group. I'm back.
Door's open. Her door's unlocked.
Oh, she's back. Here.
Lark's gonna, sorry.
Lark's what?
Lark's just gonna message him back and say there's a thing called knocking.
Here, Mira, your phone.
He walks up to the door and knocks on it.
I'll take it.
It's definitely unlocked.
Okay, I'm coming in. Don't stab me.
I want to go. I'm gonna go meet him.
Okay, so the first person you see coming in the door is Liz.
Hi.
Oh, you're back. Earlier than I
Yep.
expected, but cool. Hey Adele, where's the toaster?
In here.
Okay.
Everybody's in the
Careful.
kitchen.
Mira will just sort of lean over to Adele. I believe I mentioned that he's pursuing certain aims on his own again.
Careful, she might break it. And then I just lurk behind you as you go toward the toaster because I'm going to be petty.
No, that is legit.
All right.
Okay.
On that
Okay.
note, is there anything that you need to fix it? Is what I was eventually going to try and get at. I will do whatever is needed.
The
Oh,
radio.
Talking about the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of things. I need all my supplies. Some
Right
of them
away.
are back in the club. I have some, but lots of them I carry.
Which means you no longer have them.
Yes.
Write down a list. I will see what I can do.
Okay. I will scribble.
I don't know if this helps, but it does still speak.
What did it say?
GM, I know this was like half an hour ago, but what did I actually hear again?
So there was a nursery rhyme. There was a lot of talk about payment and bargains and that sort of thing, and the fact that frequently when you're looking for something, the cost is not what you anticipate and sometimes steeper than you'd like to pay.
It was some sort of rhyme about heading to market and how expensive things are.
Okay.
Oh wait, does Neofly overhear that conversation?
Oh yeah, this is happening right in front of you.
Okay. Speaking of the market, something I forgot to mention to all of you tonight, which is last night, which is why I have all of these various foodstuffs. I and Lark actually knows about this. I got some contact information from Mill Starkers last time I met up with him with this man named Jerry, who assisted me in getting a lead to someone who could explain to us a little bit better on what to do and how to bargain with goblins. And so I am going to be heading up with Phage to go try to find them and speak to them to see if we can have a little bit more knowledge on our side before we enter into the goblin market. I know there was a lot happening last night, and that call happened at around 3 a.m., so...
Like anybody else to come with you. 2 is good, 3 or all could be better, but could not. It depends. I don't know this person.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I would like to keep the least amount of people as possible. And I feel like Phage, from experience, I know that Phage knows how to talk, how to articulate speech the best when trying to get information out of somebody. From my experience. He hasn't really.
So I, as a player, know what he's holding back. Is there any roll that would be reasonable to make about that?
You could make a wits and empathy.
Okay.
If Neofly is not trying to hold anything back, presence and expression. If he's actively intending to keep some things under wraps, that'll be manipulation and subterfuge.
I mean, there's nothing I was holding back, or at least that I knew of. You said presence and expression?
Yep.
Okay.
As a reminder from the player, you were specifically told to bring as many people as possible to watch street corners, so...
When you spoke to Jerry Riggs, Jerry had referenced.
Fuck's sake. It's the wrong one, sorry.
Oh yeah, wits and empathy for you, Mira. Jerry had said keeping an eye out would require, if you want to watch all the street corners, having a lot of people there would be good. If you're worried, sometimes he gets spooked though, so having a lot of people there could also equally be bad. Your choice, pretty much.
Yeah, that part was kind of what I was referencing. Is I'd rather have a small party as to where you wouldn't be thinking that I'm about to get fucked up.
I'm just gonna roll 2d10 because everything keeps crashing.
Okay.
But yeah, it was 2 successes for me.
All right.
No.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Mira, as you're watching Neo fly, he seems to be pretty sincere there. Yep. So with that sort of plan in place, what's everybody going to be doing between now and then? Besides, of course, making toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else on the agenda right now?
I do. I have people to find, and
Okay.
I need a phone number back, and I have to garden.
Oh, yes.
And do we have someone who's going to be performing next? The next time the club's open?
You guys have not arranged for anybody yet.
In 3 or 4 days? When's the one after that?
You've got the opening 4 days from. You've got an opening 4 days from now, and then you have one a week from last night as well.
Okay. I want to perform at the next one.
I'm intrigued enough to be okay with this. Because really bad performance art can still be entertaining to people.
Yeah. There was a slight shiver that made Neil smile as he was toasting. Right. And yeah.
What sort of performance?
I don't know yet.
Huh.
I have ideas. I have lots of
I'm
ideas.
excited to see what you come up with.
Do you need some help, like fleshing out your idea? Okay, I'm sorry. Just suggesting.
Putting the toast back in.
I would request that going to go find people. I don't think any of us should be going out on their own.
No.
It makes me ridiculously uncomfortable that, as it is, that Paige keeps running off on her own at every drop of a hat.
She's not the only one.
Something we should talk about.
That you're not wrong.
Sorry.
No. You're not wrong either. There are enough threats out there, clearly, not the least of which are police officers now. At least until we kill it. That...
What's happening with that?
Not unawares. We haven't really had time to deal with that.
Do we need to talk to people?
I mean, ideally, we need to find out where it lives.
Yep, but the rest of the freehold. What happened? I was in a police car. I don't know what happened.
Well, we have not. Everybody who is there is well aware of what happened. I am 90.
Give me an intelligence and politics roll.
Okay. I am 150% sure that Gilly knows. Intelligence, politics. Of course not, because why would I want to roll successes?
You are 150% sure that Gilly knows. You are also kind of 150% worried that you haven't heard anything.
Yes, exactly. That is definitely something that we need to address. Probably quickly.
Lark is going to send Barnaby a text and let him know that they got Liz out of jail.
Okay. Surprisingly, you, unlike most of the texts you have sent him over the past few days, this one does not get a very quick response. 5-10 minutes, nothing.
Okay.
Anyway, carry on.
I propose if Neo is going off with Phage to go meet with this person, Liz, you want to go find
My friend.
your friend,
From the
and somebody should touch bases with Gilly. There are 6 of us, including Phage.
I would also advise someone go meet up with Nero, because I'd rather not leave him alone in a crack house.
I shouldn't. But I want to see the door.
I mean, we should all stop by at some point
Seems to me,
and see the door.
and I understand that I've little room to speak, that we have more objectives than we have manpower, and that usually means that unless we want to split ourselves very thin, we need to decide what is most urgent and most important.
So, key concepts that all of you currently are aware of. Goblin Market opens tonight, technically this afternoon, probably around 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's about 10:30, 11-ish. Between now and then, Neofly has to apparently meet with the contact. There will be a couple hours for people to get some things arranged, but there's definitely not enough time for all of those things to occur.
I think that it is very important we go into the Goblin Market with as much information as possible, given it's very dangerous. And I also think it is vitally important to the responsibilities of this motley that we try and check in about what happened last night.
When you say what happened last night, do you mean the key on the door or Gilly?
I mean about the response. I mean, we should probably speak with Gilly or whoever for Gilly's representative that's available. It's preferably Gilly.
I just sent Barnaby a text. I believe he was going to contact Gilly last night.
He was.
Okay.
Those are both in you're correct. Neo only wants Phage to come with him. That's fine. Really, we probably only need one, although we should not be going in single groups, to go find and speak with Gilly.
I think we should probably go in groups of 2.
Yes.
Since we seem to have like 3 primary objectives here.
Yes. That leaves Liz, your thing is important to you. I don't think we particularly require, not that you are not valuable, but we do not particularly require you on these 2 individual things. So I think someone should come with you, because none of us should be caught unawares. But It's important you should have that opportunity to go look.
All right, so we have Phage and Neofly going to try and find Cocklebur. Liz is headed back to the crack house. Or is she headed off for another objective?
I thought it was go find the cellmate.
Yeah.
Or stop by crack house. Look at key.
Is there
go
anyone
find
outside?
Crack mate.
I want to look out the window.
You don't see anybody outdoors.
Okay.
Currently.
They wanted to know where Nero was.
The cops?
Yes. They're asking a lot
Of
of
course
questions.
Of course they did.
I don't want to,
Came for him.
not to the house, but I want to
mean,
see the key.
He's aware that they're looking for him.
I would advise that if anyone were to go to the house, it wouldn't be Liz because she's also on the police department's radar.
You're correct.
But that's just
All right.
You are correct.
So
when I go talk to Gillian, whoever comes to me, we can stop by and look at. Stop by the crack house and take a
I
look.
can talk to Kelly.
I want. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
This is a weird question. I'm going to stare at a light bulb and then because Liz had an outburst about the key. She was not, as far as she knew, she was not aware of another key being found at that point. She was worried about the previous key and what that might mean as far as Nero's safety at the house.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to know if what's going on with that, because that was weird.
So she wants to do an oracle reading on
the
what
key
specifically?
appearing. Yes, the second key appearing. I mean, I haven't seen it,
Just
so
as to what the significance thereof might be, or
yeah, the timing, because this is the second time a key has appeared. The first time was right after. Correct me if I'm wrong. The first time was after the fetch showed up.
yes.
And then this time was after the fetch nearly got Nero, so she's trying to figure out if those are connected or if this is something else, because she doesn't know what's going on with that. So
Okay.
that's what she's doing.
All right. Give me a wits and composure then, as you
All right.
stare at a light bulb and then try and interpret what the after image in your one good eye means.
Okay, here we go.
as this is happening, I'm gonna send a message to Phage asking where we should meet up.
Look at those ones. 2 successes.
But still,
though.
2 successes. All right. So, Phage, you get a text asking where you want to meet up. Liz, you stare at the light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
You blink twice and look at a blank space of wall and just watch that sort of after image burn in your retina a little bit.
Yep.
You don't read any particular causal connection. You're not sure why, but it doesn't feel like it's specifically aimed at Nero or his issues.
Okay.
The only other time that honestly, the only affiliation you're getting is Kalanag's murder.
Okay.
I will text Nero. Cops are looking for you. You probably already know this. Do not leave the crack house.
There's
Next message is period.
Text back. What happens when I get hungry?
There's a gruel pod in the.
You're not part of this text message.
I know.
Hex next to me.
Fine, period.
All right, Nero's going to stay where he is. That's all fine now.
Oh, you trusting motherfuckers.
If he goes out and gets himself killed at this point, it's on Nero. He has had all the warnings he needs.
It's true.
Phage will text back to Neo. You got someone you're looking for, right? You know where he's at?
I will text back because I do have this written down. We're going to be going to the west end of East End, in between East Madison and North Milton.
Got it. I'll wait around there.
Got it. And I will start heading up. Well, I'm gonna go meet up with Phage now.
Okay.
I wish you all best of luck. And,
you as well.
Thank you.
Try not to die.
You as well. And I'll start heading out.
Or if you die, at least die somewhere close to a cemetery so I can find you easily.
Don't die.
Okay. I'll try not to.
All right. So we will follow Neofly then. You get to the intersection there by Madison and Milton. Phage, you guys are able to arrange a meeting up, and Neo comes out with a couple bars of chocolate and a bag of toasted bread.
This is why I was asking if you had a toaster.
Uh-huh. No, sorry. I don't own a lot, actually.
Well, it's all right. At least Adele had one. So apparently this is the way we're going to be coaxing Cocklebur out of his little hiding spot.
You can't just jump that name on me.
Oh, that's a good point. So the person that we need to be speaking to is Cocklebur. I don't know. He's he's doesn't belong to any what's the word I'm trying to look for?
Court.
He doesn't belong to any court, and he's rather a difficult person to speak to. That's why I brought you along, because you know how to speak the best out of all of us, from what I can recall.
Well, Mira's certainly trying for that top spot, but all right.
Well, I mean, I've known you longer, and I haven't really been out on the road with her as much, so...
I get you.
All right. Well, let's start out by heading up these street corners and placing these in various areas, shall we?
Sure. All right. So, what's the protocol and what am I looking for?
GM, what are we looking for again?
So you were basically told, leave dark chocolate and sourdough toast out and keep your eyes open, and hopefully he'll pop out and you'll be able to accost him before he grabs it and dashes.
Well, basically what we need to do is lay out the trap, if you will, and see if he comes out, and keep our eyes open to see if he comes out and grabs it, and hopefully we'll be able to get to him before he leaves, because he's a rather fast one, as I was
All
told.
right, so we need to surprise him then.
Not in a way that will startle him, but in a way that will be like, that will let him know that we were the ones that set this out for him, and we need some things from him.
Give me a spare piece of that.
Here you go. I give her half the stack of the sourdough bread and like 2 bars of chocolate.
All right. Well, if he bites on one of those, hopefully letting him know I have more will cue him up.
Well, let's see.
Okay. Give me I'll just say, wits end. We'll make it wits and what do we want to do? Streetwise on this one, probably.
Got it.
From both of us, or just?
You can both do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's in streetwise?
As you look for places where you can put this where it'll be evident but not weirdly exposed.
One success.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on that.
All right.
One success.
All right. So you guys take a few minutes, start kind of just placing it around the intersection first, and then working your way up the street a little bit. You're keeping a few morsels in reserve just in case you have to do some baiting. Let me roll a thing.
That's why I brought multiple.
Oh, yeah. Both of you guys roll me wits and composure then.
Got it.
And you can add your weird to this, actually, if you want.
Wits, composure, and weird. 3 successes.
Okay.
Wits. And weird.
There's my dice helping me out.
Please. 2 successes.
All right. So, Phage, you hear it first, but Neofly very quickly in response as well. You hear the cornet before you see anything, and suddenly this exceptionally cold wind just kind of blows down the street, setting your teeth chattering. Out of the corner of your eye, Phage, you see a pinstripe coat whip around the corner and a slight figure gliding out. Not really wearing anything heavy, just kind of very formalized suit, pants, shiny shoes, seemingly unfazed by the chill weather. A strain of jazz floats out from underneath the skull and crossbones trilby that's pulled down almost to his nose. He scoops up the bread and chocolate and begins to slide back into an alley.
So before I try and catch him before he leaves with some of the bread and chocolate kind of visible in my hand, is sort of, "Oi, jazz man. Conversation, please."
Give me a presence and expression. +1 for having more of the food with you.
Yes, I'm gonna have more.
Expression. I'll put a willpower down too.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, hello there, friends. And you can see just a mustache underneath this very low brim of a hat. He sort of spins the trumpet around and slides it in a coat, and it seems to just vanish. He buttons it up, and it doesn't even look like there's a bulge underneath.
And I'm able to see him at this point as well.
Yeah, you can see him. What brings you to my neighborhood?
I'm told that you're the man who knows the most there is to know among our kind about how to make a deal with the scaly ones who like to live in the hedge.
Formalized, lady and gentleman, aren't you? I can smell courts on both of you.
Well, yes, Mr. Cocklebird, is it?
Aye, that's the name. So, what do you need to know?
Well,
my companion here is a little bit in a bit of a bind. Someone who's very close is currently in trade at the local market, and we need them alive and returned safely.
Well, that's a right sticky situation and no mistake. All right, then. So, trying to figure out how the goblins think what they want, yeah?
What can we trade them to get our friend out?
You want to trade them something they don't have, something they can't get. Something that's near and dear to their hearts, but you can't let them know that you're desperate. They can smell that a mile away.
Cool heads, of course.
Keep it casual, like.
Well, I got you here, didn't I?
Reasonable enough. And I like the way you think. Quick on the draw, quick on the responses. That's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad.
So, any ideas of what they might want?
Secrets. Secrets are always good. I got a hell of a secret. Gets me in every time. But that's worth more than you guys can pay, so I can't share you my secret. Let's just say I'm the reason there's no number 5.
There's no number 5.
Give me an intelligence and occult roll.
I'm gonna make that roll as well.
Yes, you can as well.
I have a slight bit of a cult. I have a 2-die chance on this. Nope. I don't know anything about a number 5 being missing.
Okay.
One success.
Neofly, you remember
Market laws.
when you went to the market, they had the laws posted, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. There were 7 rules, but the 5th one had been apparently skipped over.
Do you by any chance know what the 5th rule is, Mr. Cocklebar?
Of course I do. Of course I do. But like I said, privileged information, lad of mine. But if you can find good secrets, so those can go for a tidy sum. Weaknesses, true names, that sort of thing.
All right. GM, is there anything kind of broiling in the back of Neo's head that he could remember about his past that could be a secret of some sort?
Give me an intelligence and composure -2.
And would I be able to spend a willpower for this?
No, not for this one, unfortunately.
Got it. Two successes.
The main thing you can think of, I mean, you were fairly heavily involved in criminal enterprises, and you know some names from that. Whether those would be people you'd be willing to sell down the river. But there's also the option of apparently they want bodies. They're selling people. Maybe they need more product. And the ethical dilemmas ensue.
Out of game, can we sell a fetch on a goblin market?
If you can get one there, probably.
Oh, I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to get one by tonight. What? Interesting. I think I might have an idea of something that they may like, that some pretty privileged information.
Well then, sounds like you've got yourself 2 steps onto the dance floor already. Now, I appreciate the snack. And unless there's one more question, I'll be on my way.
No, I think it's about time we swing on out of here as well.
Agreed. How's about you take the rest of these for the road? I won't need any more of these.
Much obliged, but no agreements yet. Ladies and gents, the music calls, and I'm away. And he steps around a corner, and you just can hear those shoes tap, 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 tapping down the pavement, down the alley.
I wonder if he's on the radio.
It sounds like he might be, but that voice sure does change a lot.
I wonder if he's our Utzel. That'd be amusing.
That would be good.
And right there is where we're going to cut for break, guys. Except that our
guester
is
not at their...
That's what... Yep.
Oh,
okay.
There they are.
We're cutting for break. Thanks.
No, I remember Aaron had said that they needed to use their iPad, so I figured they were still here.